Game's going 3D. Take one.
3, 2, 1, bro.
What's up, everybody? My name is Michael E. Murphy. I'm one half of the Brothers Murph. It's time for Meta Game Minute, a weekly segment where we talk about something in board games that's been on our mind. And what I want to talk about is games going 3D, going off the board. We've talked about things like this before. We've talked about high-end productions of games, things that really kind of go the extra mile to create immersive elements and things like that, which is something that typically we're all for. And this, I don't think, is me being anti going 3D, but these games kind of going 3D where you have these physical components that raise off the table has created a little bit of a problem in that it's hard to see stuff sometimes, because in Tekenu, for example, there's this sweet obelisk, which I love, but I'm like, was that the raw action over there? Like, what's behind that? You know, it's actually doing what it does, cast shadow and stuff. It's very thematic, but it does kind of make it like a, what's over there? I also played Praga Kaput Rainy recently, and they have these sweet 3D steps. You can build a cathedral on the Hunger Wall, which are like actual things in Prague, and there's the St. Charles Bridge, and you have all these cool elements, but again, becomes like where the score track goes around the board, and I'll go around that corner, I'm like, I don't know what my score is. I can't see through a wall. I'm not Mr. X-ray man, vision guy. Superman does that stuff. Can't see through lead though, you know what I mean? That's a tangent. Anyway, I'm curious. For me, I don't think it's a problem because I really like the 3D elements. It is cool. It's just cooler than a game that's flat. 3D is cooler than 2D. Generally, that's why we live our life that way. But it does create a bit of a visual impediment sometimes, depending on where you're seated around the table. It can be a little bit like, what's that over there? Now you create this little edge, I can't quite see it. With that, speaking of Praga, one thing that's really cool is both of the cathedral and the Hunger Wall, they are actually printed on the board. So if it was too much in your way visual wise, you could take those off and just move the board, the cubes on the board and slide up. It just won't be as thematic as you're like literally stepping up this cathedral or this Hunger Wall. So I like that they give you that option. So like, cool, you're covered no matter what. So I appreciate that I have the option, and I usually still play with the 3D things because they are more fun. It's more immersive. It's just more interesting. It's more dynamic. But I'm curious, do you think, in general, 3D games, is it something that you're into? Do you see it as more of a burden than a boon? You know, for what it gives you, does it take away? Does it add fiddliness to the game? Let me know in the comments below. I think games going 3D in general is neat, but I will acknowledge that does create strange challenges where you're going to need someone across the table to be like, hey, where am I at over there? Am I doing okay? Let me know, because I can't see it. So yeah, let me know what you think about 3D games going above the table, becoming more a part of our three-dimensional life. I like it, but I do acknowledge that it's just a little bit frustrating sometimes. So that's going to be it for me, folks. Thank you so much for joining me for another Metagame Minute. And just remember that whether or not you want your games flat as a board or high in the sky 3D style, the more meta, the more beta. Thanks so much for joining us for another Meta Game Minute. If you want to see Nick's Meta Game Minute, you can check it out up there. And if you want to check out a sweet other Brothers Murphified video, it's going to be right down there. Don't forget to subscribe while you're here. I can never say subscribe very well. And turn the bell icon on so that you get notifications for when we have new videos. Bye.